What's going on, everybody? Hey, welcome back. It is Thursday night. It is almost 9 o'clock. I hit the button a little bit early. I just sitting here, didn't see no reason not to. Um, I think tonight we're going to take a little bit of time and we're going to pay tribute to some of the people that do the most to take care of me and support me. So I thought that today, since next week will be a members race night, to where we're trying to get all the races signed up and give away those gift cards. I thought tonight would be a good time to sit back and talk a little bit about some of the people that absolutely keep me going in a literal sense. Not only are they members, but they are people that are in my life personally that I talk to most frequently, and everybody seems to be. I don't know. It's a little closer than community. So we're going to talk about those folks today, and we're going to just sit back and have a good night and chill for a little while, maybe an hour or so. I try not to go too long. I try not to be long-winded. But in the house today first was digging up dirt with the two James Eller. He says, first in, yeah, eat my dust, Bill. You're getting called out by James already, Bill. Man, kicked your butt. He got in here at a bright and early 8:22 today. James, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Louisiana Kid, Buckle Boy says, let's go with a EAUX. Mark, the senile detectorist. What's going on, Mark? Good to see you. Thank you very much. Bill says, liked and shared. Two most important things that I care about when you come in here on a Thursday. If you do anything for me at all, those two things are very important, and I do see those. So it's really nice to see when people do hit those buttons. Also, just to keep it in mind, I'm over on the Facebook as well, and one of my big time supporters, Chris over at Cavalry Relics, has already smashed the like on Facebook. Thank you, Chris. Much appreciated. Today is a little bit about you as well. Carrie's in here a little early too. Hello, Shane, and everyone in chat. I'm interested to see how that magnet's doing, honestly. I'm curious if you've got a chance. Probably hadn't had a chance to throw it yet, but I'm really curious how that works out for you. My buddy right there is Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. He is the guy that knows every bus route in Lakeland and makes sure that people get to the right place on time. Does it with a smile on his face. What a wonderful human being. Kevin has been coming in here for years. He sends me holiday messages and greetings all the time. I look forward to seeing his name in the chat, and it's always nice to see him show up. Miss Mermaid, Miss Anna is in the chat. How are you doing today? She is absolutely killing it down there on them beaches. I wish I was on the beaches all the time, man. That's the real deal right there, is detecting on the beaches. Also, Miss Grandma Kelly is in here, and she starts the day out with support your favorite channels, and that's part of what I'm preaching today, is about that, because there's certain people, a lot, Grandma Kelly being one of the ringleaders of that is really good about doing the right things within the community, and always kind of having a careful eye out on what kind of goes on, and helps, just maintain this place of wonderful people that we have. My buddy, Mr. Tom's right there. Mr. Kingery, how are you doing, sir? Almost time for some March Madness. About to get back into to sports going again. So hope to see you back over there sometime soon. Mr. Brian Ollier is in the chat. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Moto is in the house. What's up, bro? Our head welder is a meathead. Man, I don't know what that came from. I must have missed a chat in there, but our head welder where I work's a meathead too. Yodi's in the house. What's going on? Blames the machinist for his weld breaking. Sorry, I have beer now. I'm good. Man, I wish I haven't had a beer in a while, but I like to have a drink when I go out to eat with my wife. That's a good time. Mr. Riddle's in the house. What's up, Randy? Good to see you. I think I still got something to show off of his at some point in time in here today. PA Patriot Dan is in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. As always, you're much appreciated. Workman's Adventures. Hello, hello, hello. There's Miss Georgianne. Miss Georgianne, it is real today, and it is live. That's kind of the other thing's kind of my dirty little secret over there. So don't sell me out just yet until I accomplish my goals. But I came in there to check up to see how things were going, and I saw your chat. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Dirt Devil Detective, Mr. Rogers in the house. Welcome, sir. Oh, let's see. What am I missing here? There's Mr. Wayne, expressions out of the expressions of the outdoor. Happy Thursday. Dots confirmed. Inside joke. Wayne and I have been playing the living daylights out of Phasmophobia, and it is so much fun. Lucky Duck, Miss Colleen is in the house. Welcome. Our good old buddy Flash in Your Pan, Mr. Ed right there. Tuesday nights, the original OG of live streams, at least as far as I know, as far as my time goes in here. Ed is he's always been here, and the longer he stays, it tells me it's a good place to be. We got some business going on up above me today. It's a trip. I'll have to tell you about that in a little bit too. County seat, Ken and T. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mr. Scott McClory, how are you doing, sir? Thank you very much. Relic Reaper Don, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you. Relic Reaper Don, I just seeing your name in chat. When I get done here today, I got a question for you, but it's a private one, so I will send you a text. There's Buckle Boy again, sneaking back. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Let's go. Let us go. A lot of the same folks chatting. There's J-Man from Metal Sharks. Good to see you, my friend. It has been a hot minute. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you in the chat for just a second or two anyway. Rocky Mountain Brad, what's up? 5 Mile Relic Hunter, hello, hello. Randy, I agree with that completely, and I will stick it out tooth and nail, and I will tell everybody that there's so many people in here that have a lot of affection for and care about. It is a community, and I definitely believe that. There's Mr. Chris, Cavalry Relics. His name is going across the bottom. These names of the people going across the bottom today are who I'm going to be talking about at some point in the stream tonight. And we're going to show them off a little bit, shout them out, talk a little bit about our relationship, how I know these folks, how they became so prominent in my channel. Dang. I'm gonna get to the bottom. There's John. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Them Razorbacks are close. Etten Beach Treasures, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you so much. There's Mr. Marvin Huff. How are you doing, good sir? Nice to see you in the chat today as well. Thank you very, very much. And there is Bill Crabb over on Facebook talking to Shane Kubat. Where's the blind treasure hunter at? Where's he at? I don't see him. Oh, stupid autofill. Well, you know what? We talked to Shane Kubat as much as anybody else, or we have been over the course of years. It's easy for that to autofill. Talco from Chile, ¿cómo estás, mi amigo? Buenas noches, buenas noches. Getting down closer to the bottom now. It takes a little while. It takes a little bit. to get down there. Digging SoCal, Bill's in the house. Hope you and Christine are doing well. Thank you so much. There's Jason over on Facebook. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Mr. Jason Fogel is in the house as well. Thank you, sir. Much appreciation to all. There's I saw it. I lost her really fast. I don't know where she went. There's Miss Rachel right there, Jersey Ray. Another one of those people that's name is scrolling across the bottom of my screen that is ever so important to me. Bill, I am actively planning a trip somewhere in your state. I will have to let you know when I'm going down there. I have a friend that I used to dig with that's in a lot of my videos that lives down there by you. So have to figure out exactly where you're at, and then but I will definitely make it a point when I go down to see him. And it's not a bad drive either. Let's see, who else have I missed here? I got to catch up again because I was getting at the bottom, and then I slowed down. Appreciate everybody stopping by on the Facebook side. Moto Mining, thank you again. He's at the bottom. Everybody saying hello. Everybody is always kind and caring, and it's great. I appreciate that. All right. So yeah, but Bill, I am planning a trip. To go down and see my one of my digging partners from here moved down there last year, and I haven't seen him since he's moved. So he lives almost and near Pigeon Forge. I think a little closer to the interstate, somewhere in that area. So I didn't know how close that was to you. But when I am making that trip, I will definitely let you know the dates to see if there's a way that we should be able to hook up, at least for an afternoon or a cup of coffee or a lunch or something. Let me know I'm in Clarksville, and Charlie, brother from Digging It Back, is one of my digging partners. DIB there with you? Speaking of which, he's on my list as well. Much love goes out to Mr. Charlie. Does a fantastic job of showing love for our community as well. Oh, no. Miss Angel says she's got some bad news. Well, you might as well get that bad stuff out of the way, Miss Angel. What's going on, my dear? While she's filling it in, we will get ready to head on over. But yeah, so it's one of those things. Oh, yeah, Valhalla. Valhalla. His name had Helvigen in it. Comes into the stream. Used to live stream late at night, and would stop in. I would stop over there to his channel. It's usually later on, and I heard last night Miss Rachel, she had mentioned it to me that Valhalla had passed away, and it came as a big shock. I hate it when you get that news about anybody, and that is tremendously sad. I always tried to support him a little bit. Very friendly and kind. Him and Angel both have been so sweet and nice to me. So everybody, I don't know if there's any way to do that, but if anybody knows any of his family or anything, please send my condolences along, as well as for the community. Chris says, "Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I didn't know you were that close to Pigeon Forge, so I'll keep that in mind. I didn't realize that so many were that close. I know Angel and Valhalla seemed to be fairly close. At least from every time I went into one stream, the other was always there. So it really. Me saying number one to somebody, Moto. I mean, I do flip that middle one on occasion. I get a little bit like that. And yes, that absolutely sucks. Yeah, unfortunately, I've seen the news more times than I'd like to in chats and stuff like that. But as we get going today, I do want to start out today and say that the names going across the bottom of my list are some of the people that I wanted to pay some tribute to because they are some of the biggest supporters of me and my channel. Speaking of which, there's one of them right there, Miss Danny D. She is a huge supporter, and it goes both ways. I support her, and she supports me as well. And I think that's the best thing about the community because we're all here for one another. But I'm going to start out today. I'll save Danny D for a little bit later. The first one I was going to bring up today is our good buddy. I don't know if he's in the chat yet. I haven't seen him. Go figures. He'll be late. He'll be late when I have something nice to say. First person I want to talk about today is Practical Ken. Ken is one of our Monday Diggers. Ken has an affinity for different versions of history. He's a traveler. He wants to get out and hunt everywhere. Had the opportunity to hang out with Ken several times on several occasions. Just another one of the really good folks in our community. A huge supporter of Mondays, huge supporter of Thursdays. Every time I turn around, there's, as much grief as I give Ken about being, I call him procrastinating Ken, as much grief as I give him about a lot of things. He's absolutely one of the greatest people that's in our community and very quiet, and that goes about his business. But he has also done a lot of really good stuff for the community and for me as a person. And I'm saying thank you to Ken today. Ken has a plethora of videos out there. He's got 1,400 videos on YouTube, very proficient over on TikTok as well. And as you can see, the lists go on and on. There is the group of people that is high on Ken's list, and myself, Brian, Gene, Jesse, Jeff, and Ace are all on that list right there. Those are his primaries, and today is a good day to when you've been creating and doing the same kind of stuff with people for a long time. It's really nice to see everybody having a little bit of success in different ways on here. Also, Marty Verstal, what's up, my friend? Adam, AEW. I just did 5 days of cold weather camping on frozen lakes around the state. It was awesome. Speak for yourself about being out there on that frozen water, because I'm tired of being cold. I've had a taste of warm weather for the last couple days, and I unfortunately I had to work through all of it and trying to get myself ready to get out and go for a dig. Hopefully that happens tomorrow before it rains. But Adam, I'm glad you had a good time. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you, my friend. I will be sending you a text later in the weekend. There's another one of my homies right there, Mr. Wicked Digger. Chris has always been another one of those people that's always around, stops in every chance he gets. Definitely appreciate him. A great ambassador for Nokta Macro. Just another all-around great guy. So many of them in this group. There's one right there, Mark the Berg Hunter. He's been around since the very beginning for me. It's another one of those people that I am happy to see their name every time I see it in chat. I give him a little bit of grief over at Jersey Rays, but that's just because he's ready for it over there. But in talking about, Ken has been a very long-time supporter, and I definitely appreciate him. When he comes in tonight, make sure you tell him that you appreciate him. Stop by at his channel if you haven't lately. Watch a video, leave a comment, say hello to Ken. Ken is very, very good about helping people on the server. All right. Oh, there he is, right there. There he is, late as usual, but he's here. You're most welcome, Ken. I paid homage to Ken in my video this week, as we were all out at an event together, and Ken did some deep dive in research that we got there a day late. Some early birds already had gotten to the site, but he found us a place that was not on our maps to go to hunt, to dig. And he found us a spot that most everybody came out of there with at least one bucket lister, if not more, because Ken was solid with his research and did a really good job for the group, thinking of everybody else, not just himself. And we were only late by a day, but we found a good spot. And that was what my video was about on Monday. Paid homage to Ken there. It was a good day. Ken came out of that hunt with a Spanish Real. I mean, everybody just had a great time, and the Monday Digs crew got to spend time together. You can never, ever argue with that, spending time with your homies. Number 2 on the list today. We'll wait until it comes back around so I can see which one that I have listed as number 2. They are in a order, I think. I'm not sure why, but Digging It Back, Charlie. Another long time supporter. Get him brought up here. Charlie over Digging It Back has done. He's got a very electric personality. Charlie has one of those people. Him and Rob both. As much as I hate to say it, and I like to beat on Rob with a stick, but Rob's my buddy. They've got just that right. It's that jovial, happy-go-lucky. No matter what kind of day you're having, you can stop by the Saturday night or the Sunday morning stream and enjoy yourself. As they are very generous, they also do a lot for the community. I talk to Rob weekly. I talk to Ken or Charlie, not as much, but pretty close. Those two guys together are great, and even separate. That's the one person this year that I'm going to tell you that I get to dig with. It'll be the first time this year that I get to dig with Charlie, and that's going to happen in May. So look forward to that. I have a feeling that Rob will make it up for that, and the three of us will get together in May. I'm really excited about getting to dig with those guys. It'll mean a lot to me, especially to see Charlie for the first time. I've not got a chance to meet Charlie yet, but Charlie's got a great channel. Charlie's all about having a good time and being a happy camper. And definitely, if you get the opportunity, send Charlie some love, because he shares love with just about everybody else in this world. What a great guy. Weigold was in here. I saw his name. Where did it go? There it is. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Miss Angel says, I'll be sending you some drawings. Now you bought some more stamps. Great. I appreciate that. Cannot wait to see those. Those will go out in here. Every time I hand out an Angel drawing, it'll be for promotion, and we will stop by and celebrate her channel as well. But she is a very, very good artist, and I can't wait to see what she sends. Let's see, and what was that? Charlie is an amazing gentleman. You are absolutely correct. Well, yeah, J-Man, speaking of that, I mean, that's always the thing, right? I'm one of the people that I don't like to invade. I don't like to feel like I'm infringing on somebody's privacy. So sometimes the whole door knocking thing for me, there's a level of anxiety that goes with it. But if we're out in public and I run into you, and I'm totally different in that instance. But I don't like feeling like I'm encroaching on somebody's, on their safe space, on their properties. I have a little bit of issue with that, but there's ways around that I've learned over the years that, you find secondary means of communication to break the ice. It's tough because, you want to dig and you want to go to all these great spots, but you in some way, sometime or another, you've got to find a way to ask for permission. And I just assume everybody's going to say no. I get 10 no's to every one yes. So a lot of people are very reluctant to share their property with you, and understandably so. Society kind of sucks today. There's a lot of people out there that will do nothing but try to take advantage of you. So I get that. Research, man, I stopped doing like videos and stuff on research, but there are some great tools online. Especially if you live in a state that uses GIS mapping. That helps you find landowners. That helps you locate old schools, cemeteries, old public buildings from back in the day. There's lots of great tools on the GIS that are very helpful. Also, the Land Onyx Hunt, that app is very, very good if you're trying to figure out where property lines are at and who owns property. It sometimes saves me when I'm out, out and about. I got a permission that I haven't been a chance to go to yet, but I got one that I was out driving around. Here, just get this. I was out driving around with my Onyx Hunt app open, and I found a piece of land that I could see back in the wintertime, because you can't see, when the foliage is all up. I could see the remnants of a house back there. And so I stopped. I figured out where we was at. I looked it up. It was a company name on there. I called 5 times, couldn't get a hold of anybody. I finally did a little bit of research on the company, found out somebody that was on the list, and then I just found them on Facebook, and I sent them, a quick little tidbit about the property that they owned, and if they knew that it had this on there, explaining some of the history, added a couple of pictures to it. And just politely asked if I could go up there and do a little bit of probing around for some relics, and very kind, said yes. So as soon as I get an opportunity, that's one of my next stops this year. But you just gotta want it, and wanting it is probably the only way you're going to get a lot of these permissions, because a lot of people, they may not know this was a company, but they didn't even know that it was on there. It was a property that they had bought for hunting excursions for their employees. Uncle Dave, these Tube 27. What's up, brother? How are you? Hope you're doing better. My condolences to your family. Let's see, who else am I missing here? JP Lonsomore says charts. That's a good drink. I really appreciate all the support for my channel. Hashtag Monday Digs. Yeah, we've got 6,200 videos in the hashtag Monday Digs search file on YouTube. Tell me that ain't awesome. I think we're going on this fall will mark 5 years that we've been doing it. Also, Ken dropped 10 gifts in here, 10 memberships, which is just in time for next week, as it is members night, and we'll be doing some Amazon gift cards. I'm so sorry for your loss, Miss Angel. I truly am. Also, right there is Ken linked Charlie's channel, Digging It Back. Yeah, it's the right thing there, because in your mind, Don, in my mind, and a lot of time, we feel like we're infringing. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm infringing. I know people that can just go up and ask somebody for $1 million. I don't know how people do that. I'm not wired that way. But if I run into you in community, and we're out in public and we just start having a conversation, it's real easy for me to talk to people in that format. The only time I have issue is when I'm approaching them on their land, and I don't know what that is. I'm not sure if that's something screwed up in my wiring, that I have problems with it, but I do get anxiety over it. Mr. Rob at Mainly Dirt Fishing. If anybody in the chat, I mean anybody, has a Deus 2, Rob has got a couple sets of headphones, I believe, at an incredible deal, at an incredible price. You got to hit him up to find out. I know that out the door shipped, he said that he would let them go stupid reasonable. And so everybody, be sure to, if you have a Deus and you need a certain set of headphones, I don't know that much about that machine, I apologize. You will have to hit up Rob about that. Hit him on Facebook, in here, wherever at. He does have a couple sets of headphones that he wants to sell, and he's got them at a great price, brand new, not even been used. Mr. Greg AU Divers in the house. What's up, my brother? Nice to see you. My homeboy there, CJ's Info, one of the other guys that not even in our genre. CJ is an information giver. He's a teacher. He's a guy that wants to show people how to do things. A wonderful personality, a pillar of our community. As you can probably see right straight back there behind me, I got the CJ's Info coffee cup on my shelf, along with a lot of other people that have donated or given me things that I truly love and appreciate. CJ's been a friend. Taught me, if you go back, I probably have it unlisted, but I had a live stream where I had CJ on here, and he was one of the first people to sit down and kind of help me work my way through a little bit of this stuff that we on here on YouTube that I had no idea about, and more than willing to come in here and spend an hour and a half talking to me and Nick. Just another great guy. Drops a lot of very short videos. He's handy. Make sure you stop by and see CJ's Info. Give him a subscription. I promise you won't regret it. Where's Mr. Andrew? Here in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Buried 2 Denmark coins on big grass in front of a Walmart in 1914. 3 orc and an 1856 1 shilling. Tried public notice on Voices of Natchitoches Facebook. I buried Denmark coins on big grass in front of the Walmart. So you put coins in the ground down there. So I guess you put them in the ground for people to find, Andrew. That's kind of cool. Get a little further down here in the chat. Angel is at 141. She's on her way to 200. Please feel free to help her out in that endeavor. There's my friend, Mr. Adam at Indiana Unearthed. He and Wendy. What a great team right there. I'm still curious, Adam. I'm a little curious about how I can show you a little bit about that program, and maybe we can figure out how to get your files off there correctly. But Adam's got some backed up footage that he can't get the audio for, and I think he uses the same editing software as I do, so definitely going to look at helping him out. So give me a holler tomorrow. If you're home during the day tomorrow, let me know and we'll figure it out. We'll get up on a Zoom call and I'll show you how I do things. Let's see. Get a little further down the list here, and then we will move on to the next one. The next big channel. These are all Treasure Fam members of my community. They have purchased the upper echelon of my membership program. Yeah, if anybody didn't know it, Rob is dipping his finger into the sports and trading card industry, and that is no problem. I got some more for her, and they'll go out really soon. I know. Hey, you know what? Mainly, just so you know, Chris Wicked Digger, he's a Pokemon guy too. Snap and Scavenge says howdy howdy. I don't know that name. Trying to figure out if that's a different channel. Snap and Scavenge or Snap and Scavenge. Welcome back. If you're not, I feel like you're not new, but I do. Also, Miss Rachel gifted 10 memberships as well. Thank you, Miss Rachel. Much appreciated, my dear. Tomorrow night's going to be fun. We've had a blast on Mondays for years. Go back to the beginning when there was just actually it started out with just Gene and I in a way, because we were dropping our premieres on top of one another, and I can't remember how it all started out, but we called it like a double feature for a little while. And then Brian jumped in and said, hey, I want to get in. And then then and there, and next thing you know, we had 4 or 5 channels. Gary's Metal Detecting jumped in with us. Then Ken, everybody was all in there together. Swamp Rat Nation, Swampy was in with us for a while. And it's been ever changing, ever evolving. The group has been really good. We have some people, go out and do their own. They do it for a while and they like it, and then they go out and do something different. Grandma Kelly was in for a long time. It's just we've been doing. Yeah, Rachel. It's been it'll be 5 years this end of September. It'll be 5 years that we've been doing Monday Digs. Yeah, no worries, Chris. You guys, when you guys are on Saturday mornings, I'm always late. Yeah, and everybody's everybody's dealing with loss this week. Rob had to put down his dog yesterday. So sorry for your loss, my friend. Our fur babies are some of our best friends ever. I won't ask for money, but definitely ask to dig. I would just talk to anyone. Yeah, I've got no problem talking to people. The only place that I have, the only exact one situation that I have issue is approaching somebody on their property, because it seems like when you're approaching them, they're already in a defensive frame of mind, and it just irks me for some reason. Anybody that's in the house, do not forget to smash the thumbs up. Yeah, there's Rob talking about them headphones that I don't know much about. But anyway, please hit him up if you're interested in those Deus headphones. Mr. Frank, Northern Found, another member of Monday Digs for a good hot minute. Two Brothers Mark. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Holy smokes. Metal Detecting with PJ, the original fence jumper himself from down under, has jumped in the chat today. What is going on, my brother? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. One of the more entertaining metal detecting channels ever. He's got a little bit of an acting bug, but PJ is awesome. Makes me laugh every single time I watch. I'm going to go ahead and move it on here just in a second. We got through, let's see, keep going here just for a minute. Holy smokes, PJ's in the house. Feel like I'm in Australian metal detecting royalty today. All I need now is a couple others. We'll be on it. Cavalry Relics is up next. If you do not know Mr. Chris at Cavalry Relics, he is another one of our community members that is huge into the Civil War. He's huge into history, and he's been a long-time supporter, been a guest in here multiple times. Usually if I put the link up, he stops in and says hello. Can't ask for a better guy. And right there be the channel. He is definitely a Civil War buff. Also is a fire chief of sorts. I don't know the exact title, assistant chief, or something like that for the greater Atlanta area. Thank you for your service. Has a great Facebook following. That's usually where I catch up with most of his stuff. For some reason, I don't follow him. I don't come over to his YouTube stuff. I don't ever see it posted, but definitely a history buff. He's one of the people that I every time I catch up his stuff on Facebook is where I get history lessons all the time. Been around here for a hot minute. If you don't know Chris and Cavalry Relics, please stop in and see him. What a great guy. I'm at work and watching on my phone and driving. That sounds dangerous, bro. You're at work, you're driving, and you're watching on your phone. I would just appreciate if you'd listen and not text while you're driving. But you know what? Much love, PJ. I appreciate that. Every time I see him post, it puts a big smile on my face. I go watch it. Chris has given away metal detector on my channel as a, for he could have given away anywhere, but he decided to come on my live to give it away. Just been a huge supporter and friend of mine, and it's another one of those people that helped me continue to go and makes it so much easier when there's people like that support you to show up every week. It's awesome. There you go. Moto says, see you next Tuesday, PJ. PJ is talented. He's I get the feeling him and I would get along really well because behind closed doors or away from this, I'm a sarcastic. Well, I can be much of a smart ass if you don't know me, then that's usually where it ends up. And I'm quick with the tongue, and I like to play. So another one of those people, though, Chris I just can't. It blows me away the people how long people have been here supporting me, and I love it. Thought tonight was a great night just to talk about that. I've gotten several permissions walking the sidewalks. People come to me and the conversation just takes off, then ask me if I want to hunt their yard. Bro, you must have that personality, because I got a friend that has that exact same personality that people don't come up with him. I mean, I don't know where it's one of those inviting personalities for people to come up to you and see what you're doing. Usually the ones that come up to me is like when I'm at a beach and every little kid wants to go through my fines pouch. That's what I have. Everybody else just pretty much blows me off. Gen X is in the house. What's going on? Another channel stops in here that is not necessarily part of our community, but stops in every week to say hello. Appreciate you. Everybody, please stop by and check out our channel. What's up, Luis? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Mark says, hit that thumbs up. Absolutely. Don't be afraid of Canadians. Let's see who's next. It's a little bit different group in here tonight. It's nice to see some people I haven't seen a whole lot of lately. It's pretty awesome. You know what? So I basically I I struck a deal with Rob at Mainly Dirt Fishing. I had a lot of old baseball cards and a lot of Pokemon and stuff like that. So I made a deal with him. But I had a collection of cards back in the day. And before I was stable in life to where I had my own place, I had them stored away in a sealed box in my buddy's garage. I had been collecting cards my whole life since I would say since 82 on all the way through the early 90s. I probably didn't miss out on much. I had a little bit of everything. And if you know that time in history, some of the best baseball players ever and basketball players ever, kind of came through that time frame. So I had cards from everybody. Unfortunately, there was a fire at my friend's dad's garage, and had a big fire on his property, and I lost my whole collection. Here a couple years back, a young lady was getting a divorce and needed some money, so I helped her by buying her collection out. And then I just realized that it wasn't something that I was going to mess with. But Garbage Pail Kids, man, I had those cards too. And that's probably, I'm going to say those are late 80s, early 90s, but they were really cool as well. I know I lost all of those in the fire. Steven Stark says, hello. How are you doing, Steven? And evidently I'm pretty far behind in the chat because Snap just said, I've been in before, newer channel. Got you, bro. Well, welcome. I hope you find something in here that you appreciate. I hope people take the time to click on your channel. That's why everybody except for Steven here, which I can see is not, everybody has the ability to be blue so that they can look at other people's stuff. Let me find you, and I will fix that. Maybe. There you are. All right, Steven. Be sure that if you want, you can click on other channels now. All right, let me get a little further down the list here as time goes by so fast. Bro, I don't intend on it, just goes so fast in here. Look, there you go, Rob. Etten Beach. We have folders and tubs of Pokemon from our kids from back in the 90s. Could be a diamond in the rough there. Also, if somebody's new in here, be sure to stop by and check them out too. If you already have the ability to, it is just nice. Yeah, I've been at the channel since I'm on year 7. The first 2 years was I had no idea of what I was doing, and I was just doing stuff. And then I finally got a pattern and got figured out a little bit, and had some good people help me along the way. But yeah, it's amazing. Danny says prayers to Rob for the passing of his dog. Man's best friend. My dog is that way. I know their lives are way too short. What's up, Rick? Good to see you, my friend. We're doing well. And speaking of the devil, after Crack Cavalry Relics in the chat, the next one is somebody that doesn't have content, but I think I got it. Yeah. But it's Miss Georgianne, somebody I like to call a friend that I get a chance to talk to every now and again. Super supporter, has been nothing but kind to everybody in here. If you don't know Miss Georgianne, you haven't been talking in the chat, because she makes everybody feel welcome and at home. Another great member of our community. Although there is no content on this channel, there's 186 subscribers. That tells you that if she put something out, there would be support there. definitely would be support there. All right, let's move a little faster through some chat here. I'm trying to keep up. What is up, Torchy? Luis says, number 44, always, the goal is always 100. If I get to 100, I always will add a giveaway in. Also, we'll just take a minute today and go back and check for my weekly goal, which I don't think we met this week. My weekly goal is 100 and 100 on my videos on Mondays. I know we did not get there yet. Last week was a little bit better than this week. This week we made it to as soon as the commercial goes away. There we are. We made it to 54 likes and 72 comments. So we're still lacking a little bit. We'll keep the goal up there and keep the Amazon reward alive and well. If we get to 100 and 100, that following Thursday will be a much bigger Amazon gift card than what I normally give away. But anyway, I still appreciate the support. 54 likes on this week's video. That's amazing. 72 comments. I appreciate those. Everybody that commented, a lot of the names I see in here today, I thank you all very much. I've been trying to meld the two parts of my channel together for a couple of years, trying to figure out a way. And sometimes it's just a slightly different audience. Some people are on one side, some people are on the other. I see some comments that I hadn't gotten to yet. But definitely appreciate it. And as we're going to continue to move on, as it is already 10:00, my word. The next one is in chat today. Of course she is. This one goes back to the words used to describe Rachel from Jersey Ray. Definitely is a very loyal, caring friend that if I've needed somebody to be around, was always right there. If I had a question that she could help with, she's always donated her assistance unconditionally. 100% supported me through a long time, just like 100% support her. It's what friends do. Rachel is my friend, and I'm very appreciative for her. Wednesday night shenanigans, her and Mark. It's a pretty good show. Here lately, I've been, as far as my weekly visits to live streams, I've been a little bit slacking as I've been doing other things as well. But every time I turn it on, I'm welcome there. Same as at Iron Antler, at Papa Rouse's, Rob and Charlie's. I stop in usually on Mondays before we start and go see Nate at Cape Cod Magnet Crew, trying to build that stream up a little bit. I would love for everybody to stop over there at about 8 o'clock on Thursday nights and see Nate at Cape Cod. Just another good channel, another great guy. Shane got a darker light so you can't see his gray hair. Listen, my hair, you can see it right there. That's the spot. And you're right, I don't like it. Why would I like it? I don't want it to be gray. Battalion Chief. I was close. City of Atlanta Fire Department. Man, anybody that goes and fights fires for people's safety, high on my list. Who's the guy that kicks and throws his detector around before he digs his target? Man, I don't know. I spend too much money on detectors to throw them around. Oh, Oh, snap. Join the Dream stream tomorrow for the roasting of Autism Mary. Holy smokes. Mark, I might have to participate in that. As much as I love her, roasting Mary might be a lot of fun. God, that seems like a good time right there. That is worth watching right there. Tomorrow night, the Dream stream will be roasting Miss Mary. Holy smokes. Man, 508 Magnets, light number 45. Josh, I appreciate you. Josh is my favorite animal control officer. Rachel, once again, I appreciate you. Much love to you, my dear. Fast recovery on your shoulder. Hope you're back out swinging soon. And I got to move on to the next one. And that is going to be our good buddy, Mr. Wayne from Expression of the Outdoors. He's a summertime and fall, spring Monday digger. Wayne's little glitch or little part of the community is that he likes to play with animation, make his videos a little bit different. If you haven't seen it, we did a live stream for Halloween. Rachel, myself, and Wayne talking about our favorite Halloween movies. It is very much fun. It's kind of that genre of horror has carried it over to us as we play a ghost hunting video game now together. Just a blast. Wayne has become a very good friend of mine. I definitely I talk with him more than I talk with just about anybody in here, including mainly Dirt Fishing. I talk to that Rob quite a bit as well. But yeah, if you haven't been over to Expression of the Outdoors, he loves creating the animations and just a few little. A lot of it looks like filters, but it's a lot of work that he does for his channel. So be sure to show Wayne some support. 523 videos, 1.5K subscribers. Just another really good person within our community living in the state of Michigan. Shane, you've helped me grow my channel so much in the past, and I could never thank you enough for your kindness and hospitality. Bro, that comment just makes me feel amazing. I remember when you did that first live stream and just jumped up there with you and kind of just tried to help you get through it. I mean, that's what we do. We support one another. I mean, if you can't help somebody, then there's really no place for you in this community. I mean, everybody in here is a helper. Everybody I've talked to in this place, I can usually come back to some point where I know something that they've done that was very selfless, right, for somebody else. I see it all the time, and most of these people in here are that way, very selfless human beings, and I absolutely love it. There's old Pilon. Quick with the tongue. I like to play. Listen, I when you're not the biggest dude in the world, right? And obviously I am not. I'm not the most muscular guy in the world. I'm not a fighter, but I fight with wit and my mouth. As a lot of times I use my mouth to my advantage to be if I'm in a threatening position, to put myself somewhat on the offensive or get myself out of something really quick. That is where my strength lies. Definitely not a fighter. OnlyFans profile. Bro, I have no OnlyFans. I don't think anybody in the world would want to see that. I had a kid jump on my back when I was detecting once. Let's just say I cussed the kid out and kept detecting. Right on. I know that Brian is. I don't think he's in here right now, but he basically had a kid trying to steal his fines. How do you deal with that? I loved Garbage Pail Kids too. Man, it's been so long since I had them. Uh, when we started talking about stuff that we lost, that fire really bummed me out. And some of them do have a lot of value now. I know I did too, Bill. I know I put baseball cards on my. The only team, any other team but my home team, right? Uh, so I remember a lot of the players. If I didn't know the player, if it was somebody that I'd never heard of, or it wasn't a rookie card when I was younger, they would end up in my bike spokes. So a guy that hit like 170 lifetime for the Minnesota Twins, which I'm not a fan of, that guy would end up in my bike spoke. But if it was an early '80s Cincinnati Red or New York Yankee, because for some reason I watched both of them when I was young, those guys went straight into the good collection. Was the Garbage Pail Kids actually mid '80s? Jesus, I am old as F. I suggest that anybody that collected from them decades ago, you can't take it with you. It might be time to start liquidating some of that stuff and enjoying the money, because some things are worth holding on to. Some things, values an eye of the beholder. If you can find somebody that wants them, man. Mid '80s. My half younger sister drove me crazy with them. Yeah, I didn't have younger siblings. I had older step siblings. I'm an only child as I was adopted. Um, After my mom and dad got divorced, my mom remarried, and I had two older stepbrother and stepsister. My stepsister decided that the first year I lived with them, that she wanted to take me trick or treating, as I was about 5 and she was about 17. So she took me trick or treating that year and dressed me up as a girl. And I went, the first year I lived with them, I trick or treated as a little girl. I remember I had a little plaid vest on with a white turtleneck and some kind of a skirt and red stockings. And she'd make me up and took me trick or treating. If I could find those pictures, I definitely would not show you folks. Let's see. I do know what I'm doing sometimes. Another non-community member that stops in and says hello, CL Slot 6. She plays slot machines. Stop by and see her channel. I like watching when her stuff pops up. I like watching it because it keeps me out of the casino, because I don't have very good luck. I like watching other people play because I just know that if I go play, I'm going to lose my money. I appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to come in here and promote yourself anytime. My middle brother, the one that passed, was into those cards with brand names that were goofy. In Mad Magazine, after he died, we found some and had a good laugh. Yeah. Mark says that Georgianne must be a new channel. First time I'm hearing of her. She doesn't have any content on there. Valhalla does not have any family, and letting everyone know that he passed away. And that's a shame, Angel. So he had no family? How are they handling his services or anything like that? Or is there anything? Was he just by himself? God, that is so sad. Parody Mike is in the house. What's going on? Hello, peoples and friends. A lot of those in here tonight. One of the Parody Mike clones is in here today. Another one. Man, Mike, you got a lot of clones. Grandma Kelly says a big hi to all. Typing and finger issues. That's not a good thing. Let's go after Wayne at an expression of the outdoors. We're going to say hi to Miss Danny D. Let me find her channel here. Man, I've been through a bunch of stuff in here. There's that one. There's Miss Georgianne, Ken. Is it this one? Danny, I lost your channel. How did I lose your channel? Well, that ain't no good at all. Well, I will get it back up here. Let's see. Load that in really fast. There's Miss Danny D's channel. Danny D has 526 videos, 871 subscribers. She is absolutely one of the best supporters in the community, hands down. Tons of quirky, goofy content that probably favors her personality. And it was a lot of fun helping her this year with her fundraiser. Hopefully they can make some advances in her medical condition and syndrome and get her, hopefully it helps her out a little bit, especially, getting to go to her thing this year. If you still want to support her in that, it is still available. I'm sure she will share the link with you, but Danny has been absolutely amazing in here. Comes in and great mod, great person to have in the chat, always upbeat, always having a good time. My beard is full of whites. I actually love it. Someday we'll have a full white beard. Well, when you get to that point, we'll call you Santa Claus. Me, on the other hand, I am the complete opposite of that. I am fighting age as we speak. I know that I can't stop the clock, but anything I can do to not look older, I will do. I'm sorry, that's just how I'm wired. That's why I generally shave every day. That's why I keep my hair super short, because I don't like the gray. I don't like looking old because I do not feel older. Let's see. Who am I missing in here? Where are we at? Mary, I love you. You know I love you. I'd do anything in the world for Mary, guaranteed. Anything in the world. She asked, she's got it. I got way behind on the chat again, so let me get caught up just a little. See if I find anything else in here. Thank you for the shout out. EMF5 confirmed. Listen, if you guys want to watch paranormal video gameplay, stop by over at my video game channel. If you know it, you know it. Wayne has got a new video gaming channel as well. It's okay, Moto. Everybody. The only thing I'll say about that is I don't necessarily promote or like the whole politics stuff in chat. I think there's a time and a place for it. The problem with politics is that everybody has to be right. There's no middle ground anymore, and it just ends up in a fight, and I don't feel like dealing with people fighting. But I can ignore it as long as it doesn't get out of hand. You know what I'm saying, bro? I love everybody. I don't care if you're red, blue, white, green. It don't much matter to me. I can find common ground with anybody in here. I guarantee it. Bucky, what's up, brother? Good to see you. And that's fine. We all antagonize. I love helping out, especially streaming. Streaming is a blast. Streaming is such a huge part of my life. It truly is. I will help you stream. I will do anything I can. And Angel, you're loved. We love everybody here. Everybody is loved. And you know what? I know that you cared about Valhalla and you miss him. And that's just such a trip. That's such a, I can't even, I'm very, I will tell you folks right now that I'm very horrible with the action of death. I don't handle death very well. It's one of my psychological defects. I'm not prepared for it ever. I'm a very emotional person to begin with. So I'm not good with the whole, it's very, I think some people are way too comfortable with, like going to the funeral home, and I don't mind paying respect. It's not that. It's just, it's one of those things that I'm not good with. I just don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to deal with it. I really don't. Yeah, definitely sorry to hear about Valhalla. Yeah, you know what? We buy, find, collect all of our treasures to pass them on to our kids. You know what? No, that you're right. Absolutely not. I could do that with my children. My kids, I'm proud of, and I think that it would be okay. But I've got a safe of stuff that I've collected over here, and plus I got a cabinet behind me, and I got another display case over here that you can't ever see. That, when the time comes, I just I hope that there's something in there that gives them some money to help them live their life when I'm not here. Valhalla asked you to be his girlfriend. That's sweet. Abuse. Luis, my husband shares birthday with Gene. Yeah, I wish I knew I wish I knew how many packs of cards I have purchased in my life. Oh my gosh. You know how people like to retake childhood pics when they grow up? Hint, hint. Listen, I mean, I can show you guys my stuff at some point. I didn't look a lot different when I was a kid. I look pretty much like I look now. At least I like to think so. What was it? That I'm Just a Kid song? I see those all the time. You're handling everything, Angel. That is so unenviable, but thank you for taking care of Valhalla. Everybody in the chat appreciates that for sure. Let's see. I'm going to get to the rest here because I got like one more to do, and I think one more to do. And there will be a few nice words on that one as well, for sure. Yeah, last one on the list today that is in that group. I am honestly going to say is probably one of the biggest supporters of my channel since for a very long time is Grandma Kelly. Grandma Kelly is she's very much aware of what makes a community tick. She's very much aware of saying and doing the right things to help bring people together, not drive them apart. Very honest, very honest person. She's done nothing but treat most everybody here with the utmost respect. And Grandma Kelly has been around for a hot minute, almost 6,000 videos, telling me that she hasn't devoted herself to being the best version of her. If you're not friendly with, do not know Miss Kelly. I don't call her Grandma Kelly. I call her Miss Kelly because the word grandma just kind of, it's one of those things. I'm not into those terms like that. So I call her Miss Kelly. But she's one of the people in the community that has been around, has seen it all, and done a really good job of persevering and bringing out, showing everybody the best version of her. And Miss Kelly is fantastic. She goes into every chat telling everybody that you should support your favorite channels. And that's what we do. And we try to do it. That's why we have community night in here. Tonight was about the Treasure Fam folk, everybody that's a part of my Treasure Fam, and how much I appreciate them and what they do. I like getting older. The alternative sucks. The alternative does suck. And I like getting older too. I don't want people to look at me and see I guess that might be vanity. I don't know. I want to be the best version of me, and for that to happen, I have to try to do the best to take care of myself. And I care about, I guess I care that I don't look older. I don't know. I'm just being honest, just sharing. But I like getting older. I mean, I like living for sure. And I like being able, I'm very grateful and thankful that I can do all the things that I want to do. Well, I'm receding a little bit too. You know what, Chris? If I would just go ahead and lose the rest of my hair, then Autism Mary would have nothing. If my hair would fall out, then she would have nothing, and it would be okay. What is up, Cansaw? Angel, I'm sure you have. There's Taz. What's up, Taz? Good to see you. Let me get over here really fast and fix this just for 1 second here. I thought I fixed you. Greyhound Duo. Nice to see you as well. I thought I missed somebody. Oh, I did. Welcome, Canslaw. Haven't had a chance to chat with you yet, but as I see you in some of the other streams and on the videos, you can feel free to share yourself out, grow your channel in here, click on anybody you like. Can't win. Time gets us all. That's absolutely the fact. I'm just gonna try to fight it as best I can. There you go. I just turned 63. I don't plan to slow down any, especially during my metal detecting. That's it. I want to. My goal is my time is spent, right? If I had the money, if I was financially able to retire, I would be busy every single day. I wouldn't have downtime because I've got stuff I want to do, and I do every waking moment that I get a chance to. Winter gets me a little bit, but my summer I go. You can ask Higgles. We go all summer long. Starship Greenbud. I'm green. That you are. Welcome. Sometimes I'm a little behind the times, but I'm just assuming that a Starship Greenbud is about marijuana. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. I see people all the time that are just showing up in here. Where did that one come from? I see Heavy Meadows in here. The only thing about streaming Shane doesn't like is the fact that he has to sit down to pee. Yeah. That's true. Colin, what's up, my brother? There's another one of the really good people in this community right there. Been friends with for a long time. Colin was in. I got to know Colin the very first time I streamed. The very first time I had a live stream. Two of the people that were in there that I remember distinctively in that stream was Colin, Heavy Metal Detective, and John, the Digologist. They were in there. And there was some other people that were in here as well, but those two I talked with the whole first time I streamed by myself. Hospitals and funerals suck. Absolutely, they do. Carrie, I'm so sorry. Crazy, but I bought my son a house. What was I thinking? Well, Bill, I'm not far away. My daughter lives in her childhood home, which I bought, but she's paying for the rest of it. So I think I'm okay there, but I'm still responsible for it. I raise my kids to not ask. If they want something, they go out and earn it. Yeah, and I respect that people. I respect that people have passion for their politics. It just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it can end well in a forum like this for the conversation. That's all. Miss Colleen, you have a great night. As my God, it's 22 after. Yep. I am Amazon. Oh, amazing. I do Amazon a lot. I'm going to go through and get to the bottom here really fast. If there's anything else, Grandma, you're welcome. Miss Kelly, Miss Georgianne. I don't say things that I don't mean. So, and everybody that I've talked about tonight, every single one of you have my utmost respect, friendship, love. You can have it all. You guys have been nothing but good to me. Next week is going to be members night, and I'm going to go through. Here's the kicker, though. Next week during members night, so if, like I said, I'm only going to say it now, but if you haven't been a member for a while or whatnot, next week I'll start putting the races together after Monday digs. So usually I don't get any new members between Monday and Thursday. So Tuesday of next week I'll start putting the races together. But I'm going back through the last 12 months of live streams, and if I've got any gift cards that are at the end of the time, I'm going to redistribute them during next week's live. Anybody that hasn't went back and checked, it's too late. I'm going to give it to the people that are in the chat. So keep that in mind. There will be a few extras next week. B. Higgle says, I heard my name. Yeah, bro. I was just stating that you and I have a good time every single time. And yes, sir. Howdy, y'all. Sorry was editing. That's what we do. We create content. We sit and we try to edit to give you guys the absolute best product that we can. And that's what Mondays is about. Everybody puts forth their best effort. We hang out, have a good time. It's a community day. And everybody that smashes that like and leaves a comment helps that creator the next day get in front of a bigger audience. And that is the goal. I wasn't sure if you was here tonight or not, Brian, because sometimes you're here, sometimes you're not. I know you're always editing because I'm always editing. One of my favorite community supporters right there, Miss Patty Disharoon. We hope Austin from Treasure Outdoors comes back one day. Heard he is taking a break, a much needed break from his channel. Burnout. I don't know what burnout is. I've never burned out on my channel. Jimmy Cloak, good to see you. It's been a hot minute, dude. Thank you for stopping by. There you go. Brian said it's true. Got to dig holes, live with purpose. You got to have a plan. You got to have something that you're passionate about, something that you want to do. I'd much rather be digging holes than put in them. There you go. All right, getting close to the bottom here. Yeah, I mean, listen, I know everybody has strong political views, and that's the thing. Everybody has a strong view. Go to Elkhart for you? I've been to Elkhart. There's a Speedway gas station there that I built the canopy for, me and one other guy over the gas station. He's a really good dude. Danny says, I appreciate it a lot. I love supporting you. But the week of my big bro's wedding, May 28th through June 1st, I'm going to not be in anybody's chat. Listen, Danny, I know you're going to be at your brother's wedding. Hopefully the weather is cooperating in that area when you go through, because it is a crapshoot sometimes. My daughter went up there for a concert a few years ago, and technically, that's summertime or almost summer. It's the end of spring, and they froze to death at a concert up there. Yeah, good night, everybody. Bud File stopping in late. Another great community support channel that has a great following that's just kind of their own independent way. Very fun channel. I see them all the time. I'm going to get to the bottom, I swear, before I close it down. Greyhound Duo, good to see you as well. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. There you go. Jennifer Maniston says, Jennifer Maniston. Okay. Hi, guys. Parody Mike is a dummy. I watch him. There you go. Another Parody Mike clone. Man. How do you deal with bullies on live streams? I don't. I'll tell you why. If somebody comes in here and is inappropriate, there's 100 people in here. I think there's not 100 people in here now, but anybody in here will quiet it down. If they can't quiet it down when they come in here, if they don't delete the comment before I see it, I delete it, and I immediately ban anybody that is out of line. I have no time for BS. I have no time for disrespect. We try very hard to keep these live streams, especially within this community, kid friendly as much. There you go. They get zapped. And everybody in here that sees it, they have permission to do so. There's a certain expectation of how people act here. I don't want to make it sound like, you can't have your own opinion, but when people come in here saying horrible things or whatnot, they go fast and they don't come back. But it's funny, my ban list is only like 5 people though. So I'm proud of that. I definitely am. I'm going to close tonight down. I did not mean to go to 10:30. You guys are all amazing. Everybody, please support the names going across the bottom of my screen right now. The Treasure Fam, PK, Charlie Digging It Back, Cavalry Relics, Miss Georgianne, Jersey Ray Diggs, Expressions of the Outdoors, Danny D, and Grandma Kelly. If anybody wants to join that upper echelon, very much appreciated. Every penny that goes into gift cards and making my channel better. I love you guys. I will see you all next week, or if you want to come find me on my gaming channel, I'll be over there some too. Much love. See you guys.